And then he says, I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. Listen to that. You will be clean. We can put into this the doctrine of imputation, but it goes farther than that. He's talking about, I'm going to work in you, because he goes on and he says, I will cleanse you from all your filthiness and from all your idols. I was raised we raised Charolais cattle and quarter horses, and I spent almost all my life out in the field. And if any of you know about country boys in the field, when they come in at night, there's not a crevice in their body that you couldn't grow potatoes in. They are dirty everywhere. And I remember one time, I was about 9 years old. Yeah, I was working cattle. I was a man. And I came in. My mom said, take a bath. And I go, I don't think so. I'm good. My mom was old school. She could look at you in a way where you knew immediately your party's over. My mom didn't have to raise her voice. She goes, you will take a bath. Okay. So I go in and I do what a lot of boys do. There's a beautiful white towel. We can swim in swamps and pond water all day long, but there's something about bathtubs that just scare us to death. So I got in there and I turned the water on, and I'm like, and then I made the terrible mistake of grabbing that beautiful white towel, which turned rather soiled when I finished. Now everything was going on just wonderfully. I was happy. Then all of a sudden the door opened. My mom walked in. My mom could haul hay as well as any man. She could work the fields, she could work cattle, she could work horses. My mom's hand was like a horse rasp. For the millennials, you can just look that up in a dictionary. My mom's hand was a horse rasp. My mom grabbed me. I don't know how many layers of skin I lost that day. But I came out of there, well, I was shining. You know why? Because my mom said, you will be clean. Isn't it amazing that I had a mother that was much stronger than the God of most evangelicals? Just look at that. You see, he's doing this work, not just justifying, but sanctifying. He's cleansing. He's making a people for himself. And he's demonstrating his power. Through justification, yes, but also through sanctification. He's demonstrating his power. Now, there's something about sanctification that I want to say. It's an aspect of sanctification that hardly anyone talks about, and because of that, believers do not have the joy that they ought to have. So, let's say that this is a bar graph. When I became a Christian, I thought my sanctification would go something like this. But I have found my sanctification to go 2 steps forward, 1 step back, up, down. And honestly, I can tell you, I have not made the progress that I had hoped. But there is one aspect of my sanctification that has grown through the roof, that has shot up like a rocket. And it gives me great encouragement. And it has shot up like a rocket because I've grown so little here. What is it? My recognition of my utter dependence upon the grace of God. And I believe that's an aspect of sanctification. You see, he is concerned about you becoming more and more like Christ. But I believe he's more concerned with you seeing the work that he's done in Christ. And that again, the only thing you've contributed to your salvation is your sin. And there's only one hero in this story, our elder brother, Jesus Christ, who accomplished absolutely everything. And it is His work on the cross that enables the work of regeneration.